there, welcome back. If you're new, my name is Lori, and on this channel we talk about digital planning, art, creativity, and productivity. So if that sounds good to you, stick around. Today we're going to talk about how you can add custom fonts to your iPad. Your iPad will come with a lot of fonts pre-installed, but if you want to have a little more fun, be more creative, and just add any kind of custom font that you want, you can totally do that. And today I'm going to show you how. Let's get right into it.
Now we're going to walk through on the iPad how you actually get these fonts, custom fonts installed. So here we are. I've got one of my digital planners open, and basically if we go in here and we just type something, use the text tool, and we're just going to change this to a color we can actually see. So let's type hello there. Perfect. I was just using my stylus there. And let's make this a little bit bigger so you guys can actually see this. I'm going to select it, come up here, and perfect. Let's make that a little bit bigger. And resize the box. Move it over there so it's not on any of the lines. Whoops. Here we go. Resize it with the lasso tool. Perfect. Okay, so right now if I just click on this text box, and up here you can see there's quite a few fonts that the iPad has pre-installed for you. But what if you want a different one? Well, you can actually go out to the internet and get any type of font you want. Now Safari is a browser that I'm using right now, and the first site that you can try is called Creative Fabrica, and I'll have links for all of these down below. There's quite a few here, as you can see. So this is one that you can check, and this one does require a paid subscription. The other one here is Creative Market, and again there's a ton of these to look through. And then the one that I'm really recommending is called dafont.com. That's the one that I'm going to show you today.
As a professional graphic designer, something that I am sensitive to is making sure that artists are correctly accredited or paid for their work when they design these fonts. So something you need to consider when you're looking at what font you want to get is how are you going to use it? Is it just for your own personal use in your digital planner? Or are you going to make something to sell? Are you going to use it commercially? Every time you look for a font, you should be getting some kind of a text file like a README, or there should be something on the website that tells you what kind of distribution and usage rights you have. We're going to take a look at this a little bit later in the font that we're going to download in this demonstration, but it's just something to have in the back of your mind as you're looking for fonts.
So here on dafont, there are a bunch of categories here at the top. So we're going to look for one that is handwritten. So something that might look like handwriting, but is actually a font. So I'm going to click that there, and then I'm going to click on this box here that says 100% free, and then I'm going to click submit, and that way I'm going to at least limit myself to ones that don't have specific restrictions on the distribution and the use, and we still want to double check the license when we get there. So just looking through here, there's obviously a ton of choices, and this one looks good. I don't have a bunch of fonts preloaded that have this kind of marker look that are all capitals, so I think this one would look really nice in my digital planner. So I just go ahead and click here on the download button, and then you get this little pop-up, and just go ahead and click download again, and then you can see up here it's just going to download. It's really quick, and then you're just going to click that again, and you'll see you have this zip file here. Just click on that and it should open up into your Files app. And then you just got to remember what it was called. I grabbed one that started with an S, so we're going to scroll down, and then you literally just click on the zip file and it's going to unzip it and give you this. Usually it's a folder, sometimes it's a single file. This one is a folder, and as you can see, here is that file I was telling you about. So usually they will have some kind of a README or a text file or something like that, and this will give you some more information about what type of usage rights and license you have for the font that you've downloaded. This one says it's 100% free for commercial or personal use. If you wanted to donate something, you could. There was a button for that on the dafont website. Here's the website for the person that designed the font, a bunch of other information. So that's awesome. We can use this pretty much however we want. So that's just something else to take a look at when you're using fonts. So you're just going to go over here and click on the OTF. Sometimes it's a TTF. That is the font file. Then you come up here and click the share button. And I'm using an app called iFont. That's the one that I recommend. You can get it for free in the App Store. And it just opens up right here. So you can see I obviously have already installed a whole bunch of extra fonts. And basically you're just going to click over here on the left-hand side, this giant blue install button. And then this is where it gets a little bit, not complicated, but there's going to be a lot of steps to go through. Basically how this program is going to install fonts for you, it's going to set up something called a configuration profile. And I'll put a link down below with some more information about this. As far as I can tell, it's totally safe, but definitely do your research if you have any concerns about that. But basically you're just going to follow through on these steps. And oh, my little puppy just came in. I will put a picture of him up right now because he's adorable. You basically are just going to go through, follow these steps, and you will get your font installed. So you're going to go ahead and click Allow. That's going to download the profile. Click Close. And it says you're going to need to go into your Settings app to finalize this. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to hop on over to Settings, and you see this little link here that says, or a box that says Profile Downloaded. Now all you need to do is come up here to the top right, click Install. You can read about the profile if you want under more details. Click Install, enter your passcode, click Install again. You're going to be clicking Install a lot. It really wants to confirm that. And then click Done, and you are good to go. I do recommend closing out of GoodNotes or whatever program you're using, and then getting back into it, just because sometimes it gets a little finicky. It may not recognize that you have loaded this new font. So close it out, get back in, and then we can go ahead and click on this text box. And when you look up here in your font choices, and we scroll down, we are going to see that new font that we just downloaded called Subscriber, and we can use it in our planner. So there we go.
Thanks so much for joining me. I hope it was helpful for you. If it was, please give me a like, a thumbs up down below. It really is going to help my channel out, and I hope to see you in the next video.